Brothers and sisters, we're calling all cars here. I don't think you seem to understand how much of an attack America is under right now. No matter how much you want the system to be broken up and right it, right? Right now, we must understand that we are under attack by an enemy who does not have your best interest at heart at all. It may sound good when you have someone like Zoran Mandani getting in office claiming to give you free this and free lunch food over here and free dinner over there. It sounds good, black man and woman. But the thing is, you're not going to be the ones that's going to reap any benefit if Zohan is able to pull any of this off, which I highly doubt. You are you have been made expendable regarding your vote. They attempted to make you expendable, but they seen that they still need you. And they seen that replacing your vote is just not going to work. So the script was torn up, and it's like, let's get these people out of here. The first call for mass deportation came from our community people. Are we not understanding this? Why are we thinking Trump called for mass deportation? He didn't. He called for the wall to be built, and so did MAGA. The blacks in Chicago were the first to call for mass deportations. The black citizens of Chicago. Shout out to my black FBAs in Chicago. The only way to defeat this enemy that we have right now, we have these tyrannical, radical, offshore, socialist Muslims who are attempting to invade our borders and take us out from within. You can understand these people are not for us. No matter what our differences are, Americans, these people are not for us. I don't think you understand. I don't think you understand. I really don't think you understand. These people, the enemy to America, has told and warned America in a mockingly fashion, letting America know how they were going to strike. Told America all the way up until now what they were going to do. When the emails came out with Hillary Clinton and high people in the cabinet of the government, of the high echelons of government office, the radicals put out that they were going to do that. When we just had a cyber attack, the radicals put out that they were going to do that. Before this happened, y'all, understand what's going on. And I know maybe not a lot of you are, following in like this, but I'm telling you what's going on. There's a new power that is attempting to come on in and take over their people. And guess what? Blacks and whites are last in their book, okay? These people are attempting to inflict pain on America, like in their minds, or if so, like America has been inflicting pain on them. You must understand, when you see these people from other ethnicities, you see these women and they're dressed up, masked up. When it's time, we don't know who these people are. You saw what just happened with 9/11. These people were mixing with us. They look harmless, and here it is, they're strapped with all type of TNT around their belt. This is tyrannical warfare we have not dealt with in America lately. Okay? I mean, I don't think we've ever dealt with stuff like this. Car bombs. We have our own style of doing battle. But inflicting pain on the innocent people for the heck of it is something that Americans are just not used to. It's just not in the American culture, right? We're not running around, on a daily basis attempting to hurt all type of people sitting around trying to have a coffee and bagel. You got these people just doing weird things, just blowing up whole blocks, blowing up old buildings on their own people. They want to talk about black on black crime. How about Arab on Arab crime? I mean, because I've seen a lot of that these past couple of years since this internet been popping like that. These Arabs it's a bunch of Arab on Arab crime. They want to bring that over here, dear people. They don't like your churches if you're black. Oh, please. Brothers and sisters, they are attempting to take over. The churches, you know what? The black churches are going to start feeling it too, because if they start seeing that their monies are starting to slow up because these Muslims are somehow getting into power and receiving monies from the federal government, guess what? That funding that's going to these churches from the government, going, for the 501c3 purposes, what have you, for certain purposes, the money, I remember there was, I remember where I'm at, there was like 1.7 million where I'm at. It was like $1.7 million sent from the federal government it was dubbed as poverty funds. However, the community development director sent these poverty funds to the Catholic charities. See, Catholic charities are not going to benefit. I mean, it's Catholic charities are not going to benefit. The Pentecostal church, the Protestants, the Baptists, they are not going to benefit if these tyrannical, socialist, communist Muslims get into big time power there, people, which I know my white boy's not going to let that happen. They are losing their minds right now because Mondani is in New York. They are going to have to, it's no way, I'm calling it, it's no way my white boys are going to allow Mondani to be in office for 4 years. That's not going to happen. I'm calling it right now. Mondani will not be mayor in New York City for 4 years. I guarantee that ain't happening. Watch. If I know my people, no matter if I like them or not, and I'm talking about Americans, if I know these people over here in America, right? If I know my government, right, they not going to allow that. They're not going to allow that. But guess what? We are not just up against these Arabs. We are up against people with deep, deep, deep pockets, right? We are with the likes. I'm hearing that Zoran Mondani has been funded by George Soros. What a surprise, right? George Soros, from what I'm understanding, has dumped $40 million into his account, which is a hard thing to do there, people. This is why on the criminal scale, he might be leaning toward 10, right? From zero to 10, he might be leaning toward 10, because if they found out that George Soros was funding this guy, which they did, this is a fact, 40 million. I knew it. You don't just come out of nowhere like that. The man only been in the country for 8 years. This man Zoran only been in the country for 8 years, y'all. Nah, man. This is a coerced freaking plotted takeover. There's 40 freaking 2 Muslims in positions of power, and none of them have any black or white interest at on their minds or at heart. Any one of these, any one of them. I just seen protest in front of the White House with some. I don't know if they were Hispanic or I want to say Hispanic. They might have been, but they had a flag that I have, like, I don't know the flag. It was like green and red, and bruh, people are waving. Do you not see this? People see, a lot of people don't study warfare, and I get it, but this is where the people that do study warfare, this is where we come in, right? These people are waving flags in your country. You're sitting down doing nothing. They are violating. That's treasonous. These people are coming in by the millions illegally, never ever assimilated, never ever pledged allegiance to our flag, which means they are pledging allegiance to the enemy's flag. And you are sitting around allowing these people to come up into on the Capitol Hill. I just seen it. I just screenshotted it. I was going to do a video when I had jumped in and got into my studio. I was going to do a video, but I just had to jump on here, man. I just had to jump on here. I screenshotted it. It did, bro. They are waving foreign flags right where freaking Martin Luther King was at, doing his speech. Are you kidding me? They are protesting Trump, waving foreign flags, people. This is war. I know you don't understand this. War don't just start. I mean, some wars war don't just kick off with the shooting and the bombs dropping. No, it don't. It's a gradual buildup. This is war, people. These enemies that's outside of the United States sent these people. And you have some treasonous Americans working with these people to get these people over here, using us, the blacks. Like, oh no, we want free things. Get the free, blacks, don't y'all want free things? Hey, blacks, don't y'all? Well, yeah. Even though I don't know what's going on with politics, but yeah, we want free things. Yeah, well, yeah. Okay, so vote for this guy. Vote for this guy over here. Him? And he's gonna. Well, all right. I mean, I don't normally vote, but you want? Okay, I'll vote. That's pretty much what's been going on. You don't. The blacks don't really know what's going on. The blacks don't. They don't. But a lot of them are waking up. A lot of the black men are waking up. A lot of my sisters. What got me excited is my sisters are waking up now. Once the sisters start waking up, y'all asses grass. The sisters and the sisters, along with the brothers, is the one who called for the mass deportation in Chicago. We were the first to call for the mass deportation. Why are y'all blacks around the country sitting back when your Chicagoans, your black FBA Chicago brothers and sisters called for mass deportation? Trump picked it up. It went viral and then Trump picked it up. That's what happened. Trump and MAGA only was calling for a war. That was Trump's baby. Y'all don't remember the war? Who remembers the war? I mean, that's all they talked about on the media at one point. I mean, for damn almost 8 years. Trump was building the wall, then Biden, oh, we don't need no war. Then Biden like, oh yeah, we do need a war. Biden builds a wall. Wow, okay. And then all of a sudden there was no war. Why? Because the black Chicagoans called for mass deportation. That's why. They went viral, and other blacks in other cities were seeing what's going on. Brothers and sisters, you won't see it until you won't believe it until you see it. Because when I was hearing about it, yeah, you see it on the news. Yeah, you see it on social media. You see these people protesting. You hear, oh, this boatload came in. I'm sorry, the busload came in of immigrants. You're like, well, I hope they all right in that city. This is how you look. This is how I was looking at it at first. But I'm sure they're gonna, take care of it. I'm sure, they're not gonna. America, it's not that bad, bruh. I went back to New York City. I went back. I went back home to New York City, bro. Brothers and sisters, man. I'm serious, man. It looks in New York City right now. It seems like there is more immigrants in New York City than black and white people, black and white Americans. I kid you not, man. I kid you not. I am so livid about that. It's like it's become my main topic on here, on you, and I didn't even want that, but you're not taking New York City, though. Nah, bro. Nah, no, no. Oh, you don't got no docile ones in New York. I don't know how, but I do know how. You've been you've been funded by George Soros, and these treasonous Democrats, right, went and signed on with Mandani, right, and struck up the Democratic machine and had the frequent voters from the Democratic machine, the brainwashed Democrats who screams vote blue no matter who, right? They don't even be knowing who they're voting for. They're just getting in there and they're voting. A lot of them are elders. A lot of them are seniors. A lot of them are church parishioners. They don't really be knowing what's going on. These people are still, seriously, aunts. I have aunt. These people are still looking at legacy media. They don't they they don't know what's going on. They have no idea what's going on. No, but listen, people, we are under attack and we have to nip this in the bud now. How do we nip this in the bud now? We don't have to get crazy and get tyrannical. We do it respectfully and get out there in these midterms and vote these immigrants out of office, dear people. I don't care if you got to vote in Iraq. Do it. Get these immigrants out of office. Do not allow these immigrants to get in office. If you are a Democrat, if you are black, and I understand that you may not like what Trump is talking about. You may not like the Republicans. Who really does, right? As far as us blacks, right? But you have to put your emotion to the side on this. We are under attack. We are under attack. You have to start looking at these Republican candidates over these Democratic candidates because these Democrats are completely compromised. I mean, I'm not saying both sides are not compromised, but bro, because both sides are compromised. Because you don't get nothing like this to happen without both sides being in on it behind the scenes. I'm not saying all of the Republicans. It's that would be ludicrous to say all of the Republicans. There is a small, selected, powerful few of Republicans that's working with these Democrats, okay? And they have been getting the job done right beneath our eyes, right under our noses, okay? And enough is totally enough. Enough's enough. Let's vote these people out. Let's vote these people out. No, listen, I can tell you one thing. Black and white people are opposed and have many indifferences. That we are opposed on many subjects. Many. Black and white Americans. I mean, I'd be here for months telling you the differences and the difficulty Black America and white America has with one another. But I can tell you this. Once Black America really gets wind to what's really going on about we are being tricked and used as per usual, but now this time it's not going to just be some cutting down of the food stamps. It's not going to just be you not able to receive certain packages for Medicare and Medicaid. These people will come in and potentially ransack your country, bomb out your country. Okay? This is what these people do. All these people do is just fight and fight each other. That's all they do. I mean, I am not a hateful person. I'm a Christian. And I'm not a hateful Christian. But when I look at these people, all they do is just war. It's like, it's all they do is war. They keep their women wrapped up. They keep their women can't wear this. Their women can't, their women can't date black Muslims. How are you, their women cannot date black Muslims. This is what's going on. Their own women can't date black Muslims. These people are nuts, psychotic. And we want them in positions of power? We want them attempting to usher in Sharia law? That's what you want, America? Because if that's what you want, how about you hop your tail into a boat and go to Venezuela? How about you go to one of those third world countries? You like that our country is looking like a third world country? You like that there are 166 languages that are spoke right now in America? 166? You like this looking like Africa? Carved up. Everybody got a piece in America? The British, the English, the Chinese, Germany. Everybody got a piece in this on the low behind the scenes. This don't happen like this overnight. This don't happen just, no. We are at war. We've been at war. You just don't know it. And they just got you all stupid up right now. Trump this, Trump that, Trump this. Listen, bro. Trump is by far not a perfect man. I mean, Trump's not a perfect man, nor is he a saint. We know that. Bruh, you've been getting played the whole time. Democrats have had power over you this whole time. And what have they done for you? Other than usher in another whole ethnicity, many ethnicities, an attempt to make you expendable, black man, black woman. What are they doing for you? Now they want to bring in not just another ethnicity, they want to usher in a whole nother religion that is very, very aggressive to another. They're not like Mormons or something, right? We live next to Mormons. We live next to Mormons, right? We live next to all type of people. We live next to all type of religions. The Jewish religion, right? We live next to, we don't be battling and warring with the Jews out here. I don't give a dog how y'all feeling. No, seriously, we don't be warring with the Jews over here. I mean, let's call a spade a spade. We don't war with the Mormons over here. I mean, we have difference of opinions. That's fine. But these people that they're bringing in want to war with you. They're coming over not for love in the American dream. If that was the case, they would be coming in illegally. They're coming in for battle. And you're sitting behind letting these people wave foreign flags in the middle of our beautiful capital in Washington. Come on, man. You help me make that make sense. You help me make that make sense. Do me a favor, smack that like button, share this video out, man. We need to get this truth telling out. We need to because my black people need to be known. They need to know. I know them. They don't study politics like this, y'all. They don't. But that's why people like myself is here to help them. I am the bridge for them. to help them. They don't know. They don't know who to go. They are very emotional as far as what they want. They are not playing with it. The blacks, they like, listen, I want that. I want this. But the thing is, they want what they want. They want the right thing. A lot of people think that a lot of the blacks are in on the psyop. No, the blacks don't know what's going on. They just want what's right. They're being tricked. They're being misled by their own leaders, and then their leaders are taking orders from the top Democrats. This is what's going on. And then they're going to some of the corrupt pastors and parishioners and things like that. Right? Some of them. Not all of them. Of course not. God is so good. Without that praying, man, we are a praying nation. We don't just be playing around. We actually be praying for our enemy. Who does that, right? We are a nation that actually prays for our enemy. Who does that? My people, my black people were POWs. We were not slaves. We were POWs and still was praying for the enemy. Still. I was brought up to pray for the enemy. I was brought up to turn my cheek. But I don't, me and God, we having a few talk sessions about the turning of the cheek, man. But I'm leaving it in God's hands. I'm leaving it in God's hands, on certain things, because we can't just be jumping out and just because we get mad and irate and want to go irate and, and hurt people just because we, have some difference of an opinion. No, that's why we have to pray and truly let God handle certain things. Just like I know he will in this situation. Ain't no way God is going to allow this to keep going on. But this must happen because this is a wake-up call for my black nation. White nation, you need to understand my black nation do need to be woken up in a political sense. They need to understand more about what's going on politically. And when they do understand, we're going to all be better because a lot of the white population know, like, they're sick. They're sick to their stomachs when they find out what's actually going on. Look what's happening. They are stunned. But they're just finding out what Black America already knew. They have been betrayed. But they have been being betrayed. They just didn't really realize it and know it like that. Once the blacks start to understand as far as the trickery from these Democrats, the blacks are not worried about the Republicans. Blacks, why are you worried about the Republic? You don't deal with the Republicans, and the Republicans don't really deal with you like that. I mean, this has been like that for years. So why are we even talking about a Republican? It's the Democrats. What have they done for you? They have been in power since I can recall at least 2-3 times when they had both the House and the Senate and Congress. 2 times. Maybe 3 times. I remember. No, maybe 2 times. I know Obama had it 1 time. Biden had it 1 time. What have they done for you other than usher in the Rainbow Party, usher in the immigrants? This is what they have done to you. Then the immigrant, Zoran Mondani, gets up on the stage of New York City knowing that the blacks voted him in, because these are the blacks that don't know no better. Because I told you, they really don't know. They don't be following politics like that. They're frequent voters, and when they get the call to go vote, they know when to go, and they vote. I told you who this is. This is the elders, and they don't really understand, man. These are the people that's looking at legacy media. Got them brainwashed, tricked off the airwaves that's coming, the vibrations off the screen that's coming through there, tricking them. Got them in fear. Got them fearful. Come on, man. You know what we got to do, man. You know what we got to do, man. Make sure y'all like this video. Make sure y'all subscribe to this channel. Make sure y'all share this video and get this damn video out to my damn black people, man. Because, you know, again, it's not about a Democrat thing or Republican thing, man. I done put a city, I have a, right now, I done put in a state assemblyman that's a state assemblyman right now. I have a person that's working in the governor's office in New York right now. You know, I have made put on another councilman. I'm into politics. I am really boots to the ground with this, man, and I know their tricks. These people are literally above the law. Literally. They do not go by the same system as you go by when it comes to criminality and things like that. I mean, this is why you're going to see a lot of the criminality of, you know, the national political sector. You're going to see a lot of their dirty laundry coming out because there's a lot of it. Because you don't understand. When you're in politics, they're literally above the law. They can get things terminated, you know, through various channels, right? You know, through the police force. If you are tapped in with the mayor, all right, the mayor runs your local police force. The mayor is the boss, not the police chief. See, but 8 out of 10 of my black people don't know that. You right? You understand that? Once you start to understand these politics, my black people wouldn't be going through what they're going through in their respective cities because they would take control of the police department. How do they do that? They take control of the mayoralship because the mayor is the boss of the police chief. The mayor is the one who has the veto power, the fire and hire power to fire and hire the police chief. The mayor is the one who puts and institute policy for your police department. Directly or indirectly, it's the mayor. But the mayor has the absolute hire and fire power over the police chief in your city. Therefore, guess what? Guess who's never friends to any of the politicians, right? Black people. Guess who's never friends to any of the friends that's friends to politicians? Black people. Guess what? You're not getting any breaks. I learned this being in politics. You won't get breaks in court. You won't get breaks if you get stopped on the street. They don't have no relationship to you. You're like nothing to them. Officer, please, no, don't lock me up. They don't care. They're gonna lock you up. They have no relation to. No, I ain't gonna lie. No, leave him alone. That's no, leave him alone. That, you know, yes, Erica, that's Erica's boy. Erica know him. You know, leave him alone. That's how that work, y'all. It's literally a who you know thing in politics. It's literally like that. These people are literally above the law in literally. When I tell you literally, brothers and sisters, I mean literally. Why do you think they never want to leave those positions? On top of that, they're getting rich. They have found various ways to get rich behind the scenes with your tax-paying dollars. This is what they're doing. But you black people are, see, this is how you know that black people are not politically astute as they should be, because they're running around mad at the police force in their city about getting shot down, right? They're getting shot down by police and they're running and protesting. No, but the proper thing, see, they don't understand. You're hollering at a brick wall. The mayor runs the police force. If you simply insert your own mayor, if you simply vote out the mayor you don't like, there it go. But see, a lot of my people, I'm telling you, just like white America know their culture, I'm telling you, I know my black American culture. They are not on it like that, which these immigrants are going to get them back on it like that. We used to be on it like that. We don't come up with civil rights if we're not on it like that. We don't come up with all of the freedoms that we have now that our people have generated for us, you know, if they were not on it like that. Now, and the ancestors are coming back and they're calling, and you can feel it yourselves. You have to start now getting politically astute to what's going on. You cannot be listening to legacy media, and you listen to it with a grain of salt. It's certain things you pull and pluck from legacy media. You see which way they're going, but you cannot. That is a propaganda machine. It's literally one person controlling all of the legacy media, all few hundred stations they have. You have one person, the boss of that. There's like maybe 2 people that control all of the media, all of it. You're under attack. I don't care where you at. When you go outside tomorrow, if you're not conscious, get conscious now. When you go outside tomorrow, just observe how many people are around you that look American and don't look American. Just observe how many people are around you. Just observe. Do you see black people around you? Black Americans, black foundational Americans. Do you see any black foundationals around you? Do you see any white Americans around you? White Americans. Damn it, I'm seeing these people so much, I'm almost starting to miss white people. I mean, that's crazy, bro. Yo, we've been warring with white people for so long. Yo, it's like, it's almost like a brother thing. We've been warring with these people for so long. And then it's like, these other people coming in to take over. We both like, hold on. What? You trying to do what, nigga? We both like, both white and black. Like what? Yes, these Hispanics are getting into. Look at McDonald's, Tim Hortons, Dunkin' Donuts. There are no black and whites there. These people are eating off of the American backs. The blood, sweat, equity our people we put in to keep it running. We can't allow this, man. We're under attack, man. Y'all don't even understand this, man. Y'all don't even understand it. It's so frustrating to me, bro. And I'm not going to get frustrated, God, because I'm going to leave it in God's hands. I'm going to leave it in God's hands. I'm going to leave it because my people, I want my black people to wake up. It's not about getting after these white people, right, and all of this, and getting after Trump and all. Man, we are under attack right now, bro. You don't understand. You don't understand. Again, when you go outside, look at all of the people around you. That's an attack. These people did not take an allegiance, and you're okay and comfortable with that, huh? War could pop off tomorrow. Our enemies already threatened us that they will push the button and cause an insurrection in America. The enemy is already here. It's hard to hit America, right? You need big ballistic missiles to hit America, okay? God has placed America in the most perfect strategic location in the world to where we don't have neighbors who are hostile to us. So these hostile enemies flipped the script on us, and they decided to invade us using our own American policies. This is what's going on. Do me a favor, like that doggone freaking switch that like button and get this damn video out to my damn black people. Damn it. They need to know. A lot of them, they don't know, man. It's just frustrating, man. I love you all, man. I'm out of here, man. I love you all except for the ones the freak I don't, man. Peace.